I'm Linda Jo, and I have taken my family to Calvert Trust Kielder 3 times now. We are lucky enough to go through the charity Charlie's House, which arranged these activity holidays for us. That's how we found out about Calvert Trust Kielder. It would never have crossed my mind that my family could go on an activities holiday. I never would have dreamed that my child who cannot walk would be hoisted up a tower and able to zip wire down across water and trees and able to take a turn alongside her brother, her friends and her parents, alone, independently. I just can't describe the feeling of seeing her do that. I'm actually emotional even thinking about the first time. A few of our friends, we all went together, and the first time we saw 3 children, all with disabilities, going down the zip wires, squealing and shrieking in delight. Just a memory of a lifetime. Like, none of us will ever forget that. We were all in floods of tears. It was just amazing. None of us ever thought that would be something we could see our kids do. The activities themselves are great. I find it makes my children a little bit more equal. We don't have to watch Freddie do something that he can do and then he has to come along and do something she can do. Everybody does everything all together, and I like that. It's an even playing field, and I find when we're there, the children seem to bond more. I caught them holding hands and Freddie telling his sister that he loved her, and I rarely see that. They are much more into like pulling each other's hair and stuff, which that happened afterwards, but it was really nice to see, not with any parents about them, but just watching them talk to each other. And I think it was just after she'd been on the zip wire actually, and I felt like he was a bit looking up to his sister for one of the first times, which was really, really nice, because he's younger but more advanced in many ways, so that was really nice to see. Great staff, yeah. But these are not just great staff. They're just, every single one of them, so suited, so relaxed, unflappable, respectful. I mean, they clearly get a great deal of enjoyment out of what they do, but they're just, I've never seen any one of them lose their patience, even a little bit. They seem to get the children. They step back enough for you to enjoy, but then they're there for everything that you need. They're so helpful. They just are brilliant. They really do make the holiday. And my example of this is my sailing story. So the last time that we went, we decided for our first activity to go sailing, which is something that we hadn't done at Calvert Trust Kielder before. So my husband couldn't come on the last holiday, so there was me, my friend, her son, my son, and my daughter. We all got in our boat. Super. Alyssa got strapped into her seat to make sure she was safe, and off we went. The boys were just delighted with the pirate ship. There was a flag, and we're really excited. Very quickly, Alyssa started the type of behaviour I dread in public. Spitting, grabbing, scratching. She was so grumpy. Anything she could touch, she was throwing out. My hat, her hat, gloves, shoes, anything she could get. She tried to chuck out her brother as well. She was just miserable, and I thought, we're going to have to cut this activity short, because I knew it's like an hour or two. You don't just get a wee half hour out in a boat for a good long time. And I thought, we're going to have to go back. This is not going to happen. She's going to be unbearable the whole way. However, those amazing members of staff I mentioned, David was one of them. He was not only there to sail our boat and keep us safe, he completely turned that activity around for us. I was ready to cry. And he very quickly summed up Allissa, worked out how to get around her and dealt with her. I can only describe it as trash talk. He trash talked with her the whole way around. We retrieved the things that she'd thrown out, and then he said, right, I'm going to throw you out, which she found hilarious. No, I'm going to throw you out. You're going in, you're going in. And just this trash talk saved the day. She was in stitches. She was so... she has this wicked cackle. She had such a fun time with him. I was able to relax. I was able to give some attention to my little boy. We looked at scenery. In between that, then he didn't focus his attention just on her. He was speaking to the other boys. They got a chance to steer. She got a chance to steer. Everybody was happy. So when he was speaking to Freddie, I was able to have a hug and a kiss with Allissa and look at birds or put her hand in the water so she could feel it. It was just, he was just perfect. I love David. I've never loved a stranger so much. He really did make that activity, he turned it around and he just made it so enjoyable. He was singing with the children, making up songs, which is Alyssa's favourite thing to do. She loves repetition, and he sang these songs not just once, not just twice, not just 3 times. I'm talking like 30 times with a smile on his face every single time. And it was just, I wouldn't have been able to imagine it could have turned around and gone that well. The kids all loved it. They had a brilliant time and I enjoyed it, which I so often sacrifice my enjoyment and put effort into making the children able to enjoy something. But this was not that. This was him. He really made this activity. And he's not the exception. They are all wonderful. They're all the same. They all get the kids. They get a hook in and get their sense of humour, or if they're quiet, they seem to know to stay back or whatever. They're just great. Not being special at Kielder makes it very special for us because we don't stand out. We're not different. Nobody's looking. There are no questions. We are completely in safe hands. Everything we need is there. We don't have to really ask for things out of the ordinary or things that people are not used to being asked for or things that are unexpected. If a child has a seizure, there's no fuss. People are helpful. They know what is required. If a child is in a bad mood or has a tantrum or a meltdown, it just really doesn't matter. Nobody's concerned for them really or worried because they know that that's what they do. And it's just, as a parent, it's probably the only place I've felt fully relaxed when my child has behaved in an atrocious way. And she has behaved in an atrocious way many, many places. But I know that nobody's looking, nobody's judging, nobody's wondering, nobody's confused, and really nobody cares in a good way. We do not have to worry at all about accessibility because everything is perfectly comfortable and everything that we need to make our holiday possible is available. Bed guards, wet rooms, everything is flat so that we can get the wheelchair across door panels and stuff like that. There's no stairs for us to deal with. It's there's a hoist in the swimming pool. Everything that we would be worried about is taken care of. It's fully accessible. Great. They have special facilities like the hydrotherapy pool, which is an added bonus. It's wonderful. The children can swim together. It's really good for lots of stretches after you've been outside in the cold. And it's actually a really nice way to end your day off. If you've been outside during the day and then go inside for a swim, gets the children all settled and ready for bed. They do independent holidays for adults. I love that. My daughter is holidaying with her family, and she's able to look at grown-ups like herself with similar disabilities who are on holiday with their friends having a great time. I think that is so important for her to be able to be around, to talk to see relatable, independent, confident, happy role models that she can hope to be like when she grows up. I like how excited she gets when she sees a grown-up in a wheelchair, or there's somebody joins our group for zip wiring who is also in a wheelchair or whatever. Her face lights up, she's drawn to them, she wants to speak to them, she sees and she will point and say, Mum, same me. And it's just, until I went there, I didn't realise how much that was missing from her life. I didn't really notice that she didn't see adults in wheelchairs. And it just occurred to me that that's so important. It's so important to see someone that you can hope to be like when you're grown up. And yeah, to have people who are relatable to her, I think that's very, very special. And it's a huge benefit that I see now of us going to Calvert Trust Kielder.
That it goes super, super fast, and we go back to the start, and we slide on it, and then we come back to this end, and then we whiz away, and then we whiz away. Awesome!
What is it?
Awesome!
Do you like it?
Awesome!
It's perfect.